was good, chat. Yo, what's good? What's good? Let me hop in here right quick. I can't see this. Give me a second, chat. Hold up. All right, I'm in here now. Yeah. All right. See, let me know if the audio is good, cause I think I fixed it. And let me know if you got headphones on, if you can hear it in both the left and the right side. So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be theory crafting and solving One Piece mysteries. So this is your opportunity to give me your theories and we'll talk about it. Maybe we'll branch into other discussions and, we'll kind of go from there. But basically, I just want to, come in here and cook up some theories with y'all. And I know the chat has a lot of different ideas as well. I'll give you some of my ideas, what I've been working on recently. And maybe you'll get a sneak peek to that. But I also want to hear what you guys have to say. And we'll definitely jump in soon. Just let a few people gather in. But how's everyone doing, man? What's going on? I'm a bit sick. Oh, and I want to make a apology for yesterday. I scheduled the stream for Friday, and I meant to schedule it for today. That was my fault. But yeah, a huge apology for that because I know some of y'all were waiting in the chat yesterday, and that was my fault, man. I'm also a bit sick too, so I was I think I forgot what was going on. I had something to do yesterday, so I couldn't get to change the schedule and the time and everything. But yeah. So let's check out the chat. So it says, "Yo, Preach, did you know which sword Zoro is holding in the One Piece cover art on Crunchyroll?" Let me check that out. Crunchyroll. What sword? Let me see. I'm not too sure. Yeah, yeah, I'm not too sure about that, but I think I can't. Yeah, I can't tell. All right, so let's get some hot takes in here. Kuso Land theory, man. Listen, man. I know you want me to check out your theory, but the thing is, it's a really long video, and I'm just a busy man. I got a lot of stuff to do. Got a lot of videos I'm working on, so it's tough to get to those long videos. But keep doing your thing, bro. Keep grinding, and I honestly I don't even watch too much One Piece content anymore. I don't watch too much One Piece content anymore because I'm so focused on making my own content at this point. So I don't want to, and I also I like to have my own original thoughts, my own original ideas. If it was a bit shorter, man, I would check it out, but it's way too long. I'm just keeping it real with you, bro. Annie Pie, what's going on, man? Listen, bro, this gonna be a fun stream, man. No problem. I just thought you were in the bathroom taking a long time. Yo, bro, that's crazy. Like, nah, I was in the bathroom, bro. I know, like, listen, man. I'm sorry for that yesterday. I'm sorry for that. That won't happen again, bro. And the thing with streaming too, because I scheduled that stream like a week before, so yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Huge L on my part, but I promise you that will not happen again. The biggest mystery is why Green Bull is stronger than Kaido. Wow. Listen, bro. Crow. Crow, man. Let me hear that. Alright. Yo, what's up? Ahmed. What's going on, bro? Chad, do I sound sick? Before we get into some theories, do I sound sick? I was sneezing a lot yesterday. I can't breathe that well. But regardless, we're gonna push through and we're gonna have a fire stream, man. We're not gonna let it bring us down. I need to take a visit to Chopper right now. Alright. So, one theory that I'm currently working on right now, you guys are going to get a sneak peek. And by the way, here, let me, everyone in the chat, I want you to send me your own theories, even if it's just a short one, a simple one, whatever you guys got, and we'll talk about it throughout the entire stream, alright? That's how we're going to do this. And I'm going to start it off, but we're definitely going to be jumping off each other's ideas. And we're just going to have some fun with it, alright? I'm at a watch party for Bama games, so I just dropped by this to like and comment. Have a nice stream. Appreciate you, bro. Man, I can't wait for the next OPU stream, bro. It's been 2 weeks. And we got to... Oh, man. It just... Getting used to that week-to-week OPU stuff is just... When you have 2 weeks off of it, man, just like... For me, bro, I just want to get back in a stream and talk with everybody. Show your face. Listen, I'll be honest, like that's probably not happening for a long time. It might not ever happen, but for now, you guys can appreciate Ors. By the way, Preach and Ors. What do you think about that name? Should I change it? I think someone commented Ors D Preach, and I kind of liked it, but I think this is more simple, and it just gets across the idea that it's two different people. Because a lot of people, they don't even realize that it's two people that do our videos, and it's two people that at the forefront of the channel. So it's like I was like, always, we gotta I think we gotta change the name of our channel. You sound like Caesar the Clown, bro. There's no way I sound that bad right now. Little nasally, but good. Yeah, man. Need some chopper pills? I definitely do. What chopper put in those pills, man? Who is in OPU? You or Preach? No, it's me. It's me, Preach, right here. It's Preach streaming. And yeah, I'm in OPU. I can't figure out what sword that is, but listen, bro, I'll check it out more, and maybe next stream we'll talk about it if I can figure it out. Yeah, cause we'll definitely look into it. It does get kind of confusing with the sword sometimes because, like, I think Enma is the one that's the most clear that you could tell. But Alright, so let's get into the theory. So let me pull it up. My theory, what I've been looking into recently is the Sunlight Eve tree. You know, I think there's definitely going to be an importance with the Sunlight Eve tree. We've never seen the top of the tree. And also the Adam tree as well. You know, these trees, they're biblical references, and I think bringing everything back with Kuma, we've been seeing the Bible is really important now, and tying everything together, I feel like these trees are very important to the Void Century, very important with Kuma, or maybe not with Kuma, but with the Bible, having this kind of religious undertone. I really do think they're going to have a connection. When you look at the Sunlight Eve tree, right? It's a tree, and the thing was this with the Sunlight Eve tree is that it doesn't seem like a natural, normal tree. There's only one that we've seen that's this big, that can have some kind of solar transfer from the top of the tree all the way to the bottom of the ocean. Now, in 8K, we find out this stuff, you know, like, in the past, they had way more technology, futuristic technology, that you couldn't even fathom what they had, right? And so for me, it's like Is it possible that they somehow created this tree and it serves a certain purpose tied to Joy Boy, the Ancient Kingdom, the Fishman? We know that Joy Boy and we know Joy Boy, they had a tie with the Fishman. He had a promise to them that he broke, and he had to apologize. Um, there's definitely connection there. And when you think of the sun god, right? The sun god tree, or the sunlight Eve tree, and then the sun god Nika, right? You have that sun connection. Um, I, my oldest theory for a while was that the previous Joy Boy actually created the tree. Now, I'm starting to change that a bit, and I'm starting to adapt this theory into something even bigger now, because I do think Joy Boy played some kind of part in it, and I do think he did help to create it. Um, but I think he had help. So maybe Joy Boy was the one who stretched the tree out, and he stretched it to become this massive tree. Because we see with Luffy with his Gear 5 awakening that he can change things. For example, like when he fought Kaido, we saw him change the ground, change the battlefield to rubber. He would turn Kaido into rubber. So is it possible that Joy Boy figured out a way to permanently change something by stretching it so much, turning it into rubber, and then stretching it to the point where it's always that size now? There's always been theories that maybe Zunisha was a product of something similar. You know, maybe Joy Boy stretched Zunisha's legs, or just made him bigger in general. I think there's also theories with like Long Ring that maybe Joy Boy, his Devil Fruit awakening was the reason why that land is the way it is, right? Because they're stretched, they have long legs, they have long bodies, and the animals are weirdly shaped. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm a bit sick, so. But so what I'm saying here is I think Joy Boy could have been the one to make it this massive, but I think he had help from the scientists, from the people who maybe created the robots and all the technology, the ancient weapons and stuff like that, to create it into genetically modifying this tree to be a solar tree, because that's not like a normal kind of phenomena, and I really don't think it's natural. I think the more we tie things to the ancient kingdom, the more we'll find out that these things are not really natural, right? You're manipulating DNA, you're manipulating things, and we know Vegapunk can do that with Devil Fruits. We know he can manipulate things, and I'm going to make an entire video on this because I really do think it's an interesting concept, really interesting idea, and I have a lot of thoughts on this. But let me know what you guys are thinking about this theory so far. Listen, man, I think it's going to be a good video. It'll probably come out in like 2 or 3 months. It's a big video. I'm going to talk about the Adam Tree as well. And I think also diving into what I believe the Devil Fruits, or where I believe the Devil Fruits came from. Because everyone says Devil Fruits, where do they come from? And did they come from a tree, right? Because, you know, they are fruits at the end of the day. So where did they originate from? And I'm going to answer that question as well in the theory video. But let me know you guys' thoughts right now. I want to see, you know, where do you guys think Devil Fruits came from? And then I'll tell you what I believe. So what do you guys think? Do you have any theories on Devil Fruit origins? And then we'll get into that. Oh, let me read the chat real quick. I just made an ice cold mint water. That sounds refreshing, man. Isn't it too convenient to lead Bonnie to Mihawk's castle because it's always dark? Yeah. I see what you're saying, but I mean that's the perfect spot for her though, right? Because like with Bonnie's disease, right? Like she needs to be in a certain place. I don't think it's too convenient. I think it's just Kuma was doing whatever it took to help Bonnie. He was searching for cures. He was going around the world, and you know, so he's come across a lot of different islands, and he just knows. I think he has a lot of experience exploring and stuff. So he kind of, all right. So he finds this place where it's dark, and he figures out, yeah, this is a perfect place for Bonnie. Do you think Nami has Conqueror's Haki? I'll say no because listen, man. I know there's some people out there like Par Vision. It's not a shot, man. It's his own belief in his own theory. He believes like every straw hat will get Conquerors hockey. There's some other people I can't remember off the top who else. I just remember Par Vision because I've had the conversation with him. And some people think all the straw hats will get it. I don't believe that because listen, man. I think when we look at the Conquerors that's already been, certain characters just don't fit into that kind of mold, right? They don't have that aura, that energy about them. Um, Nami is a tricky one because Oda has played around with the gag a few times, so I could see it. If it happened, I wouldn't be too shocked, right? You have the foreshadowing, you have a joke. It's a joke, but Oda does like to play around with us, hint things as jokes, hint things in plain sight. So I wouldn't be too surprised. But personally, I don't think any of the coward trio, right? Nami, Chopper, and Usopp will get Conquerors hockey. I think out of all the straw hats that I could see that don't have it yet, I would go with Jinbei. I think Jinbei, he's the strongest fishman if you're excluding Shirahoshi. If you're excluding these figures that are like not even really like Shirahoshi's an ancient weapon, right? So if we exclude that, I think Jinbei is the strongest fishman currently in the world. So it would be kind of weird if the strongest fisherman didn't have it, but then again, you gotta look at like the minks, right? Excuse me. So the minks, like we know they're strong, but like they don't. There's not a single mink that I think is a conqueror, and if there's not a conqueror in the minks tribe, why would there be one in the fishmen? But to me, it's just like Jinbei is strong, man. Like he is a guy who he stood up to Big Mom. He's a guy who fought Big Mom to help the Straw Hats escape. He's been around a lot of Yonkos. He has respect from Big Mom, Whitebeard, Luffy, and Jinbei even said, he like Luffy had to earn his respect. Um, I think Jinbei is the closest one that we've seen, and this is okay. This is a problem because Jinbei I think could have it, but one guy who I think has the personality for it, but will probably never get it or awaken it is Frankie. I think Frankie, man, like as crazy as it sounds, Frankie has that conqueror's energy. He has so much confidence, so much charisma. His personality is powerful, man. But the problem with Frankie is that he's a cyborg, right? So he never even had to use hockey. He never had to adapt. He never had to train it. So he might not ever awaken it. But Frankie, like as far as Frankie goes, he's had a lot of weirdly impressive moments, like especially in the anime against Big Mom. But even recently, we've seen him stand up to Gorosei, and he was moving fast, right? Like the Gorosei should not be able to do it, or he should not be able to do what he did against the Gorosei. And you could say like maybe the Gorosei just didn't care because he even said if I wanted to dodge Bonnie's attack, I would have. So I mean, the Gorosei might just be overconfident, but I think like when we talk about let me see, when we talk about like Frankie, right? Like I just think he has that energy about him where he could have it. But let me know in the chat. Do you think? Tell me which Straw Hats you believe could have Conquerors hockey that don't have it yet. Now, what? Okay, so we talk about Jinbei, Frankie. Now this is a controversial one. Sanji, right? Does Sanji have Conquerors hockey? Let me know in the. Actually, I'll make a poll chat. Let's figure this one out. Does Sanji have Conquerors hockey? Sanji. Once again, I apologize for my voice. It's hard to breathe right now. But it's a fun stream so far. So Even though I'm sick, man, this is fun, man. Like, I'm actually enjoying myself, and I'm stuck at home. I can't really do too much. You know, streaming, like, it seemed like a fun option. Just hanging out with y'all. All right. So does Sanji have Congress Haki? Yes or no? Or I'll say, will Sanji get Congress Haki? Yeah. All right. So I do think that Sanji could have it. In fact, I believe he will get Congress Haki. Now, I've talked to Crow about this on OPU before. My only issue with this is that if Sanji gets Congress Haki, that guy is broken, bro. That dude is busted because, I mean, let's just be real. Like, Sanji is already has all of the defensive capabilities that you want to see from someone that powerful. Next, he has incredible speed. The one thing that he's lacking is really offensive firepower and attack power, right? And if he gets Conqueror's Haki, he's not gonna just have like kid level haki, right? Like, he's not gonna or let's just go even lower. He's not gonna have Chinjiao level Conqueror's Haki. Even Katakuri never showed us awakened advanced forms of haki. Sanji, if he gets it, will have it, especially because he doesn't have it now. And the farther we go in, whoever gets Conqueror's Haki that late into the game, they're getting advanced Conqueror's Haki. There's no point of giving it to someone unless it's like someone young that's blooming like Kobe or you know, someone like that. But there's no point of giving Sanji Conqueror's Haki in the end game if he's not getting awakened forms of it. So my biggest thing is, like, if he gets it, I mean, that guy is just insanely powerful because now he has almost no weaknesses. And so just from my own agenda, which is, you know, being a Zoro fan, I'm like, yo, Zoro to me has always been the strongest one when you talk about Sanji and Zoro. But if Sanji gets Conqueror's Haki, man, yo, that might switch up. It might switch it up. Sanji might be stronger than Zoro if he gets Conqueror's Haki. But, you know, I do think that he'll eventually get it. And my personal belief is that, my personal theory is that Sanji will get Conqueror's Haki at the very end. The very end of One Piece in his final fight. Because then it's like, alright, so now Zoro will already be a Conqueror's Haki master, right? And if Sanji can awaken at the end game, that would be so hype. But it will also be like, you know, he still has that gap between him and Zoro. And especially with like the German stuff, I mean, Sanji has he has regeneration and a bunch of broken abilities, man. Conqueror's Haki would just be next level. Let's check out chat real quick. Chat, let me know, do you think Sanji will get Conqueror's Haki? And do you think any of the Straw Hats will get it? Jinbei, Sanji, Robin, Frankie, Nami. I know Usopp is a popular one. A lot of people think Usopp will get Conqueror's Haki. I don't think so, man. I think Nami, Usopp, especially, we've seen Usopp is a coward. Like, straight up, he's as much as I love Usopp, that is part of his character. Like, he is a coward. And I don't think you could be a conqueror and be that cowardly. Let's see, where were we in the chat? Assuming the Chamber of Flowers is what houses the top of the Eve tree, I find it quite curious that Emu was there. I'd assume they would find it revolting as it is the Sunlight Eve tree. Yeah, I think Maj and Crow, you know, Crow from the OPU channel or from the podcast, he told me something similar. Like, he's like, I think it's possible that the Sunlight Eve tree could go up into Marijua. So that makes me wonder, like, did they build Marijua over the Sunlight Eve tree to kind of block it from the world knowing where it was? Um, how does that all work? And I guess I could see it because that room that we saw with Emu, it was lit up. There was a lot of trees and plant life and flowers and butterflies, and it was a really bright room. So I could see it. If the sunlight tree is right under that, I could see it for sure. Um, let's see. I think Cricket's descendant, and Nolan descendant created the trees before the Void Century. That'd be pretty cool, man. Because we know that Nolan, right? He's what is it called? Yeah, he's like he studies trees, right? He studies plant life. Nolan. Nolan is a. What is the word? What is the word I'm thinking about? It starts with a B. I think it starts with a B. Botanist? Is that the right word? Let me search. Botanist. Botanist? Something like botanist. Botanist. A botanist is a plant scientist or phytologist, a scientist who specializes in the field of plants. The term botany came from the ancient Greek word botany. Yeah, Nolan is a botanist, so that means like he studies plant life, trees, planting. He knows. Yeah, botanist. Yeah. All right, so yeah, so I could see it because that'd be man. That's I like that theory, man. I really do like that theory. Listen, I might include that in the video. Who said that? I might have to shout you on the video if I just mentioned that because I really like that. Yeah, they could have planted the tree and then like, so they planted it, right? But I still because I still think. All right, so did the scientists create that seed and genetically enhance it from the point of the seed? Because like I said, we've never seen a tree like that. It seems like it's the only one. So did they create a specific tree, and then they planted it, right? The Nolan family, or did they plant it, and then and then Joy Boy comes in, helps to stretch it and like create it bigger, and then the scientists also enhanced the DNA. So I wonder what was the way they created it. Who said that? I gotta go back and check. Miko Alford. Shout out to Miko Alford. Is that right? Am I saying that right? Meko Alford. Yo, I like that, man. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely here I'm gonna copy and paste that in a doc. Listen, bro, I'm gonna shout you out in the video. I might mention that. That's a really cool idea. Is it because of pyroblind? I think he was talking about the tree. It could be. Pyroblind is what creates the sea, the white sea, right? It'd be crazy though. Like, what if I don't think it would be this tall. I think my idea with the Sunlight Eve tree compared to the Adam tree is, I think the Adam tree, we think it's going to be an Elbaf. I think that's what most people believe, but I think it's like the Adam tree is not in the bottom of the ocean. The Adam tree is at Elbaf. Excuse me. The Adam tree is in Elbaf, right? And then like it's so tall that it hits the White Sea. It goes past the White Sea, and the Sunlight Eve tree is the opposite. It's connected from the Earth to the bottom of the ocean, so they're going in opposite directions, but they're similar heights. Preach, I just put out a tree theory in OPU theories. Check it out. Oh, listen, bro, I'll definitely check that out. Send it to me on Discord. That would probably be easier. You could just send me the theory that you posted, the link to it, and I'll definitely read that. Cause I'm working on a whole tree video, so that would definitely help me out. Imagine if Luffy used a Gomu Gomu no Badgering Penisu. Come on, bro. Listen, man. I'm glad I pronounced that wrong. I'm really glad I pronounced it the wrong way. Devil. Why? What? See, Chad, when you say devil, like you guys gotta add more. You can't just type devil. Like, what is that in reference to? Devil fruits? Like, is this some kind of satanic threat? Like, bro, what it like? I did write a theory about technological tree back then, but Threevil kind of rubbish took my but Threevil kind of rubbish my theory, bro. Listen, bro, I fuck with three, bro. I'm not gonna get into this. I don't know if he took your theory or not. I don't think he did. If he did, you have to take that up with him, bro. Listen, man. Threevil been in a lot of controversy lately, bro. What the? Listen, bro. Alright. I believe the very first Joybo was the only devil fruit holder, and he willed them into existence with the Nika fruit because it can change reality. I kind of agree. I think I used to have a similar idea that Joy Boy was the first devil fruit user, and you know, I used to think that Joy Boy created the devil fruits. Because when we first saw Gear 5 Awakening, they talked about Luffy's devil fruit and saying it has the creative and it has endless creative capabilities, right? Its power is limited only by its own creativity. And we know Luffy is a god with Joy Boy with Nika. So it made it seem like he was some kind of, maybe a god of creation, right? But I'm not too sure about that anymore. I think it started because another theory I had was that that the scientists, or not the scientists, that the ancient kingdom, maybe even the D-Clan, created the devil fruits in the Void Century, which I think is now, I think a lot more likely. I think there's a very good chance that some kind of scientist during the Void Century created devil fruits. We know they had a lot of different technology back then, a lot of advanced technology, and Vegapunk replicated Kaido's fruit. Now, why that's important is because Vegapunk is already replicating all of these things that the Void he's already replicating so much technology that already existed during the Void Century. So if you look at it like that, the devil fruit that he replicated with Kaido's fruit is just another example of that, right? So I do think that like some scientists created devil fruits back in the day, someone similar to Vegapunk, or someone I'll get into it in my theory video with the trees. I think some smart people created those fruits. We'll get into it more, but I want to hear what else you guys think. Where do you think devil fruits came from? Any other ideas? Any trees? Any kind of theories? Any kind of origin story for devil fruits? I've heard some crazy ones. I've heard like devil fruits have souls from the D-Clan trapped inside of them, and you need a soul to create a devil fruit. I've heard that. I've heard I've heard a lot of crazy theories over the years, but let me know what you guys think about where devil fruits came from, how were they created, all that good stuff. Dr. Kureha is the mother of Captain John. They look very similar. Chin, bottle of wine, build, etc. Yeah, I've seen that comment before. I do agree. They look very similar. Um, it's just like facial features, their body type, the wine bottle. Like, what did Korea have a wine bottle? I don't know if I don't remember that. Let me check. Oh shit, Dr. Korea wine bottle. Oh, wait, yeah, I think nah. Korea One Piece. Let's see. Yeah, she did have a bottle of something like rum, I think. Then let's see, Captain John. Yeah, I think you're right. It's very similar, yeah. Even the hair, right? Like he has long hair. Yeah, man. That's hey, it's a good theory. They could be related for sure. I mean, but Korea is old, so like she might be his like grandmother, bro. Like she's old as hell. Like, what do you, Chad? What do you think? Do you think Korea would be his mother or his grandmother? Like, there's no way. She's like 150 years old, right? Um, Dr. Korea age 141 years old. Yeah, yeah, she's old, bro. Like, let's go back and check some of these theories out. Um, let's see. Chopper could okay. Chopper should get Congress hockey. He has a dream to be the best daughter, and has a dream to conquer all diseases through medicine. Um. Okay. Yeah, he does want to be the best daughter, but I don't think just having a dream makes you a conqueror. You see what I'm saying? Like having a dream to be the best, it is ambitious. That is a good, that is important. We know conquer hockey. We know willpower is involved here, ambition. So yes, that is a good point. But there's some kind of presence, right? Like some kind of energy. Where like Chopper, he does have the ambition, but I just feel like when it comes to Congress hockey, like all these characters are simply built different. Now Chopper is a literal reindeer, so it's like a little bit tough to see like could an animal have Congress hockey? Um, I'm assuming they could, but we haven't seen that yet. So, but yeah, I mean, listen, man, I just don't think Chopper, as far as ambition goes, he has it, but that's really the only like quality that he shares with Kongaraki users. Like he's still a coward in a sense, right? He's not the most brave character. He is brave, but he's not like Luffy level. He's not even like Kid level. And I feel like when you hear the word conquer, right, king, there's a certain presence, right? A commanding presence. There's a presence where you can walk in the room and everyone is like, who is this guy? Right? Every single Conquer Hockey user is like that. Even Katakuri, the more chill ones, right? Even the ones who are just protecting their family. If Katakuri walks in the room, you feel it. From when he's a kid to the point where he is now, of course. Rayleigh, right? When Rayleigh was young, when he met Roger, you could feel these two guys were just different. And I love Chopper, don't get me wrong, but he's not that. Like, he's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it gets into a tricky territory because Law, right? Like, Law doesn't have Congress hockey, but if Law walks in the room, you, like, there's a certain energy. It's not, and like Law, the reason, like, he's not even to the kid level of that. He doesn't have that certain like commanding presence. He does have a presence, but it's on the same level. And I think that's one reason why he doesn't have Congress hockey. Like when Frankie walks in the room, it's a presence. That's why I believe like if Frankie could just train, he would probably have it, bro. Like this dude is insane. Like he's completely like you have to be a little bit crazy, I think. A little bit just maybe it is. I think it might be genetic. People don't like that argument, but to a certain extent, it is, bro. Because it's like we saw it was mentioned with Garp and Luffy and Dragon and these characters, the Monkey Family line. Like when Luffy awakened, conquers Haki and Marineford, everyone's like, "Oh, he has that Garp in him," right? So yeah, I do think. I don't think Chopper will have it. I would like to see another like that is a decent start to an argument though. You know what I'm saying? Like Sanji as chef's hockey. His observations off the charts. Yeah. I think a new form of hockey will emerge before the end of the series. Divine hockey for D-Clan members. Yo, actually, I agree. And I think we, excuse me, I think we might see it with the Gorosei. Like the Gorosei, they're, I'm hesitant to say they have conquered hockey. It seems they might, like, they really might have it. But they have some kind of, if they do have it, I think they're going to be a little bit different. I think the Gorosei will have some kind of devil hockey. Shout out to Wizard of Wars. He put me onto this kind of idea. The Gorosei have a presence, right? Like they definitely do. And they can transform their hockey into some kind of other form of it that only they can use. A demonic, devilish. Like Sabo felt their aura immediately. Like he immediately felt it when they transform, and you could say it's their devil fruit, right? They have devil powers, but the problem with that is like we've never seen a devil fruit command that kind of presence and that kind of aura besides Luffy. Luffy did have it when he awakened Gear 5, right? But I do wonder, is it the devil fruit, is it the hockey? Could be both. But if anyone gets it, I would be not surprised if Emu, the Gorosei, maybe even the Holy Knights have a demonic, what is the word I'm looking for? A demonic art style, right? A demonic, practice. And when it comes to divine hockey, like that could be another one. It could be the opposite, right? If the Gorosei have the devil hockey, Luffy might awaken something that we've never seen, or that hasn't been seen in like 900 years. Usopp's getting it. I don't know, man. I just look, at least with the Chopper thing is like he at least has a dream, right? A dream to become the best. Usopp, like he's just like, I'm cool being just brave. I just want to be brave. Which, to be fair, he does have to conquer his fear, right? But I don't think that's enough to say he'll have conquered his hockey. How you doing, Click PE? How's it going, man? It's going great. You know, I'm a bit sick, under the weather, but I'm having a great conversation with everyone. This is a fun talk, man. Like I'm already enjoying streaming, bro. It's been my first, actually no, my second stream that wasn't OPU. I'm already having so much fun. I seen the foreshadowing of Blue Fire Sanji when Zeph seen Luffy's bounty when he was cooking during the. Oh, hold on. When he was cooking during him thinking about Sanji, Blue Fire showed up under his pan. Is that true? Was it in the anime, or was the Zeph Sanji stuff, was that Blue Fire in the anime? Or I mean, it had to be, right? Because Do you know what episode or what? You gotta send me that if you can find it. Listen, you guys can send me all your clips. If you want to send me a theory, whatever, send it to me on Instagram. I'll check on Instagram. You can find if you can find my Discord. Hey, let me see. Let me see. Give me a second. I'll put the Discord, OPU Discord in the description. Actually, I'll put it in the chat. Give me a second. Alright, so there's the Discord. If you want to find me in there, you can find me. You can send the theory in there. Or you could add me as, or you could just send it to me, add me as a friend, whatever you want to do. But Instagram is where I really check a lot of messages. Or even email. You can find my email on my homepage, I think. You can find it in the description as well. I think, yeah, my email is in there. My Instagram is in there as well. You can go and hit me up on there, and I'll definitely check it out. Usopp will get conquered. Zaki, yeah. So, yeah, what I was saying, conquering his fear, yeah. Like that. I just don't think it's enough, though. I don't think it's enough. Like, yeah, like, he's conquering his fear, but does that make him a conqueror, really? Like, because what comes after that, right? So he's brave now. So what's next? What does that mean? Like, what is Usopp being brave? What's the next step after that? Because the thing is, listen, man, Luffy is just built different, right? And Luffy is the most insane person. But Luffy hates cowards. But he accepts Usopp. So I think Luffy sees the potential in Usopp. And I think he knows that deep down, Usopp does not want to be a coward, right? Usopp wants to be a true brave warrior. And that's why Luffy accepts and tolerates it, because at least Usopp is trying to make an effort to reach his dreams, and Luffy is there helping him. But I hope we do see some more examples of Usopp conquering his fear before it's too late. Because if you think about like Elbaf, right? Like, it's like, I think Elbaf is definitely going to be the moment where we see Usopp finally emerge. But the fact that it's taken this long is kind of crazy, right? I mean, think about everything they've done together. They've taken out Yonkos. They've fought Marines. They've done so much insane things. They've attacked the world government. And it's like, you would think at this point that Usopp, just from being around the Straw Hats, that he would already be really like more brave and stuff and more confident. And that's why I really like Nami, because she believed that Luffy, after all these miracles, after all these times, she believes now. She believes in him that Luffy is just, he's always going to get back up. He's always going to win. He'll find a way. And I feel like Usopp just doubts too much. He doubted Luffy's dream. When Luffy had his dream, he said, Luffy, you can't do that, man. That's impossible. I feel like, come on, man. Like, that's not a good friend. Yeah, see, that's my thing with Usopp, is like, I love Usopp's character in the pre-time skip, and I really love Sogeking King. That was hilarious. But I feel like, oh man, in Wano specifically, Usopp just fell off a cliff. And I want to see Usopp grow, man. Like, he grows and develops, and then he comes back down. It's annoying. It's so annoying. I talked to Morris about this on the Reverie, man. Like, Usopp will develop and be one of the best written characters, and then he just reverts to what he already was. It's like, come on. Alright, so can Zoro cut Sanji? I think so. I think Zoro can definitely cut Sanji. Especially with Conqueror's Haki. Yeah, he could definitely cut Sanji. Yo, like, even King was afraid of being hit by Zoro, even in his defensive mode. Like, I think people forget about that, right? Like, they forget that he, like, if you watch especially in the anime, they do a great job of portraying this, and and showcasing this exactly how Zoro was attacking King, and Zoro's talking trash, right? He's like, why are you so afraid of being hit? You know, like he's like, are you afraid that even in your defensive form I could cut you now? And then that's when King, he takes the bait and then he switches up, and then he goes into speed form, and then Zoro defeats him. Like he just gets the one shot or the one final blow. He gets that one big hit because, like, I think he got in his head because it was true, right? It was true. So I think if Zoro can cut a Lunarian, bro, like that is just different, bro. And we saw, like, I mean, you could also argue, he couldn't even cut the Seraphim children, but at the same time, it's like Zoro doesn't want to kill a child, bro. He doesn't want to cut the wing off an innocent child that's being manipulated and controlled by the government and used as a child slave for war. Like, he saw Mihawk's face and he saw his eyes and he said, oh man, like, this is a real person, bro. There's a real soul inside of him. He looked him straight in the eyes and said, this guy has fear in his eyes. He's afraid of me. And I think when he saw that, he's like, I don't want to kill the kids. I don't want to harden them too hard, so I'll take it easy on them. And we never saw how, we never saw really what happened, because we skipped over a lot with the Seraphim and Luffy and Lucci and Zoro. But I think, I made a joke about it before, but it's like, could it be possible that Zoro just didn't want to tell them because he didn't want to harm the Seraphim? Like, he was taking it easy on him. Because, like, how do you not realize that he looks exactly like King? Like, I get that Zoro's dumb, but that was just like, that was a new low for Zoro, man. I think he's dumber than Luffy after that. Like, bro, like, he has the same genes that King has, and you had to figure out his genes to defeat King. You just fought him, too. But, you know what, I mean, maybe he wanted to help the kids and not just straight up destroy them. Or, I don't know, man. I think they might have been taking it easy on him. I really do think Zoro was, specifically. So yeah, I do think Zoro can cut Sanji for sure. But the real question, I saw, shout out to Chestnut, I think it was Chestnut Tanuki on Twitter. I believe it was on Twitter. I saw, if it wasn't her, I apologize. But can Mihawk cut a poneglyph? That was an amazing question, man. I'm gonna put a poll. Can Mihawk cut a poneglyph? Now that is insane, bro. Like, even myself, I was thinking for so long, could he do it? Like, could he really do it? I don't think he can, but that's the crazy part. I don't think he can. Because if Mihawk can do it, like, Mihawk is not the strongest character in One Piece, right? Let's be real. If he couldn't do it, you're telling me someone for the last 900 years couldn't cut it? And none of the poneglyphs have any type of, like, damage or any type of cuts or scratches. Like, they're fully intact. So I don't think he can, but I want to know what you guys think. I don't want to influence your thoughts too much. Let's hear what you guys think. Can Mihawk cut a poneglyph? So 70% said no right now. Yeah, I don't think he can, but that's just me. Oden can carve them, so I'd say Mihawk can cut them into them. Yeah, oh, that's a good point. Yeah, Oden can carve them. Wait, can Oden create a pony? I don't know if he can create one, right? Can he? I think he could just read it, but he can carve the letters. But that wasn't on a poneglyph, right? That was like on the gold of Shandora. That wasn't, I don't think he can just create one. I don't even know, I don't think we have any understanding yet of how to create a poneglyph. I think it takes something like insane, bro. Like a specific material, some kind of like ritual or something. Like, it's going to be something just so different. Definitely not cutting it and clean in half though. Yeah, he's definitely not doing that. I'm gonna say he can. Wow. Okay, so there are some people that think that Mihawk can cut a poneglyph. Yeah. Listen, man. If anyone, I think it was Chestnut who said it. If anyone could do it, it's him. If there's anyone that can do it in One Piece, it's probably Mihawk. Mihawk can cut a poneglyph, no doubt. Odin could chisel and write on it. Wait, did he write on the actual pony? I thought it was on the gold. I could be wrong though. I could have sworn it was on the gold. Yeah, because didn't he write the Goldie Rogers message on the gold next to the poneglyph? It was like right next to it, I believe. Maybe I'm wrong though. I don't. I have to go back and watch the Odin flashback. Plot says they need to be indestructible. No Mihawk or Zoro hate Lar Boogie, the only ones cutting it. Oh wow, yeah, that would be funny. Could you imagine like Bucky just um Bucky just splits a poneglyph into like 50 different pieces so no one could figure it out? He just like yo, that'd be hilarious, bro. Yeah, that would be so funny, bro. Like what like he takes Shanks' poneglyph or Luffy's poneglyph, the road poneglyph, and he's like, if they can't have it, like if I can't read it, they can't have it. And then he just splits it and like throws it in the water or something. I want to go back up and see some older chats real quick. The red wall is made of ancient giants standing side by side. They were burned to stone by the Mero Mero no Mi AOT vibes. Ancient giants. I mean, it is massive, bro. Like the red line is the red, because I think we can all assume here, right? We can all come to an agreement. Let me know if you disagree. But I think most people agree that the red line is artificially, it's not natural, right? Like it's artificially created. We've never seen that big red land, that red earth. We've never seen it anywhere else in One Piece. It's just in that one long strip of land that goes around the world. It doesn't seem natural. It seems very alien to what we have in One Piece. And the fact that celestial dragons are the ones on top of it, it makes it even weirder, right? Like, maybe Oda may have a magic, like, beanstalk story on how the family did, perhaps. Yeah, I do think Oda's going to have a beanstalk story because we know there's a beanstalk in Skypiea, and also because we saw the giant on the map in Skypiea. So it kind of implies like if you know the Jack and the Beanstalk story, there's a giant in it. So maybe the giant also climbed the beans. I don't know. The beanstalk is huge in Skypiea. I also think because if we're talking about Elbaf, right? Like, it's possible like if Elbaf goes into the sky, the White Sea, maybe they have a giant beanstalk as well. Maybe that's how you get. Maybe that's how that giant got into Skypiea, because he first climbed the giant tree, the Adam tree, and made his way to the White Sea. If Joy Boy or Original Nika had to save the planet, he may have used the power of creation to transform himself into a Sunny tree. Wow. That's pretty that's wild. could see it where like he sacrificed himself, and that was like the final thing he did before he died, creating Sunlight Eve tree, right? And maybe like his soul is like at the like we'll see like Joy Boy's soul is still like present within the tree at the very top or something. Like I could see something similar. It wouldn't be too crazy out of the realms of One Piece. We've seen souls with Brook's fruit. We've seen like the voice of all things. Like it could be something like that. Like I don't know. I could see it, but we'll have to wait and see. Like we see in Skypiea, the trees are huge, and Wano people are taller than normal, and the giants evolved like that because of Vulcans nearby. Yggdrasil, Axis Mundi. What is Axis Mundi? I know what Yggdrasil is, and listen, man, I do think that that Yggdrasil will be the inspiration for the Adam Tree. Especially with the Norse connections, Nordic mythology. That's the most famous tree. It's literally called the World Tree. And I was playing God of War a while ago, like a year ago. Probably like a year ago. And I started thinking about all these different connections with like Norse mythology, Elbaf, and One Piece and stuff, and Shanks, people like the Shanks tier stuff. Axis Mundi, lighter stem through the Earth's center, connecting its surface to the underworld and the heavens around. Oh, that's pretty cool. Is that Yggdrasil? I think it might be. Yeah, it looks similar. Yeah, I know. Yeah, this is cool. I'll definitely look into Axis Mundi for sure. Sorry, like guys, if you hear me like breathing or something, like it's just I'm telling you, bro, I can't breathe right now. It's tough right now. I'm struggling to breathe right now, just for the fact that like I'm sick. Not that I can't breathe, like it's nothing serious, right? It's just I can't really breathe out my nose too well. The big tree from Naruto is a fountain of chakra. The big tree in AOT is a fountain of Titan. What if the big tree in Elbaf is the creation of devil fruits or some founding hockey? It could be, yeah. I could see the devil fruit tree being there. Especially if it's the Adam tree, right? Then you have the Adam tree connection. Adam and Eve. The Eve tree ate the light fruit, different from Kizaru. The Eve tree ate the light fruit? I never thought of that, man. Because Vegapunk can merge fruits with objects, right? And weapons. Is it possible that in the Void Century they can merge devil fruits with trees? I like that. I definitely like that. Here's what I'm gonna do. If I ever see something that I like and I just reference it or even just quickly shout it out in a video, I'll definitely credit you guys and stuff. So I'm gonna save that just in case. But I do like that idea. Just even if it's not true, just the idea of it is pretty interesting. Also, Luffy used the Gomu Gomu no Mi Giganto in Egghead, inhaling the power blind around level phase. One Piece is starting to get god level. Yeah, it kind of is, right? Because you have, once again, going back to the Gorosei. The Gorosei, like, man, like they're like devils, right? Like they're actual devils. If we're going into god level, Luffy is a literal god. Kaido was a mythical godlike dragon. Like this is getting into some crazy stuff. And if we're talking about god level though, like what determines god level, right? We're talking about like actual god level feats. Because god level feats is like creation, right? Destruction. Like to me, like Whitebeard's fruit is like a godly level feat. But if you really want to go even further, god level feats are like, I guess like I consider it too also, like dimension shifting, right? Reality changing. That is like some godly level feats. Like healing, right? Like being able to just like restore someone's lifespan or bring back the dead. Like those are like just insane feats. Which, are we getting that far in yet? I'm not too sure if we're getting that far in. Maybe towards the very end of One Piece. But Luffy used Gomu Gomu UFO to fly around Punk Hazard way before he unlocked Gear 5. He has been able to use his Nika powers to bend reality with creativity, also like he drink milk and Thriller Bark. Devil fruits are created from desire. True. But that, like, see, okay, like, devil fruits are created from desire, right? But are we going to take that literally? Like, they just wished a devil fruit into existence? I don't think that's how we're taking it. So if let's say, yeah, they're created from desire, but who created them? People wanted them. They desired them. But someone still had to, like, scientifically create them. Or, you know, like, there has to still be a way to do that. Why is no one discussing the possibility of a betrayer within the Straw Hats? I don't think there is. I don't think there is. I've seen people say Robin, Usopp. I don't think there is, bro. Not at this point. Not at this point in the story. We've already been through that, and I think the crew is just so tight. Like, I don't think there's no backstabbers anymore. There's no betrayers. Listen, chat. Make sure that you like this stream. Make sure you like the stream. And we're gonna keep going into some theories. Let's keep going. This chat is, there's a lot of people talking in the chat, man. I want to get to all this chat. Let's see. Bonnie desired to be 10 years old, and bam, accidentally eats the HH fruit. Yeah, but like, so this goes into, I think when it comes to desires in this sense, there's some kind of law of attraction at play when it comes to devil fruits. Now, is it from the devil fruit side or the person side, or both? I think it's both. When you look at Luffy's fruit, people say he was destined for the fruit, right? And in a sense, they're right. There was always a sense of destiny from even like chapter 2. I'm rereading One Piece right now. And like chapter 2, they say Kobe and Luffy now head towards their destiny. At the end of the chapter. Like there's always been this sense of destiny. And I know that's a controversial take. I know people don't like that. But I just think that there's definitely an undertone of some kind of questioning of destiny versus freedom. And I think when it comes to Luffy's devil fruit, he was the perfect person for it. His soul was calling for it. And my theory was that when he stabbed his eye, he tried to take his eye out. My theory was that Joy Boy had an eye patch, right? So maybe Joy Boy did something similar, the original. And he's like, oh, this is the next Joy Boy. That reminded me of him. I've been looking for someone that's similar and similar energy, you know? So maybe that was like, he recognized that type of, or it reminded, the fruit kind of was like, this is very similar. And then he like felt that presence. And I think Luffy, people say the fruit chose Luffy. But I think it's just, there was this law of attraction, right? This attraction pulling them together. Because the fruit was always avoiding, it seems like it was avoiding certain people, the government, right? And other certain pirates that never ate it. Even Shanks didn't eat it. So I think it was just always searching for the right person, and Luffy's longing for freedom, true freedom. You know, that made it where it's like, this is the right person. This is someone who could carry on the will of Joy Boy without even, like, you don't even have to convince Luffy to be like that. It's just the way he is, and then it amplifies his personality. It amplifies who he is at his core. If you look at like Lucci, right? Lucci was a violent, aggressive, you know, very dangerous man who wanted to attack people and fight people. And I think Lucci, when you look at his devil fruit, it's a very similar thing. He's like a carnivorous beast, right? The leopard fruit. It's like he almost was destined to have that fruit in some kind of way. Now, does this happen for every single person? No, I'm not sure. But I do think in most cases, like if you look at like Sabo's fruit, and then we saw like he kind of inherited Ace's will right there. When he ate the fruit, he felt like he could feel Ace's presence. So yeah, Bonnie, like I feel like Bonnie, she wanted to become older, and the fruit can kind of identify that. And like I also wonder, like, when did Bonnie eat the fruit, right? Like we didn't really see it. So one out of 10, how experienced is Luffy with Nika? I would say, oh, I would say like a 2 or 3, maybe a 3. He's used it already 3 times, and that first time he was going crazy, but like he definitely has a long ways to go. He definitely has a lot of growth and improvement that he can still do. He's gonna be doing even bigger and better things. I'll say like a 2 or 3. You gotta keep it in mind, right? Kaido said, an awakening is when your mind catches up with your body, right? So like Luffy always wanted to do these things, but the awakening allows him to finally do it. But his mind and body had to get to that point where he could awaken. And so I think like Luffy really was already like, that's why he was able to jump into it and go crazy, because he already wanted to do these things, but his body was like physically, it was impossible for him to do. And I think now, like, that's why he seems like so free, right? It seems like he's able to understand the Nika form so much. Let's keep going. She can manage her fertility to last longer. Not sure what you're talking about there. I'm assuming Bonnie, but I'm not too sure. Dr. Correa. Oh, Dr. Correa. Yeah. Dr. Correa is not aging like sugar because he eats and drinks that purple berry. An aura. Goat. Observation might be better than for Chopper. Imagine there's another secret level below level 6 and put down, which is level 6, and Roxy Zabeg is being held there. I mean, we do know there's 6.5, right? Or 5.5? I could see it, bro. I could see like they have like an even more elite tier for like the top tiers. I could see it. Yeah, because like Roxy's a big. Let's just say he wasn't impaled down, right? He is like a significant. He's a different level from even Shiki. Shiki was in level 6, but I would say like, nah. Actually, I don't know. I feel like Shiki could be in that tier. Maybe like Rock's a little bit above. But Shiki was pretty strong, man. No one in the fandom takes Kid serious. Not even people in his own series take him serious. It's hard, bro. It's really hard. It's hard. We can't take him, bro. The guy talks so much trash and walks into Elbath to get absolutely destroyed. Do you think Emu been a part of the Nerona family? Do you think Emu's family is a worshiper of the devil fruits? And Emu have some connections to Bonnie and Sapphire Scale disease. Do you think Emu been part of the Nerona family? All right, so I do think that Emu is probably Emu was definitely connected to Nerona family in some way. Like he just is, bro. Like he just is. It was very implied when Cobra went to I think it was Cobra, right? Did Cobra talk about it? It was either Cobra or Dragon that brought it up. But does Emu have some connections to Bonnie and the Sapphire Scale? I don't know, but I don't think so because like we saw when we first saw Emu, we saw Emu was in the what was it called? The Garden of Flowers or something, like the Room of Flowers. So we saw it in this bright room. Like that would be the worst place for someone like Bonnie to be, someone with sapphire scales. But maybe like the same way that Bonnie was cured, maybe Emu had it in the past and then like Emu was also cured. It's possible. It really is possible. Um Zoro needs King's Hockey to cut Sanji. I 100% agree. Luffy was just like Usopp as a kid. That's why Ace said that he hates cowards and babies, and Luffy took it to heart. Off screen Omi, episode 45 starts at 9. Alright. What are some theories for Law? Chad, give me some theories for Law. I'm gonna leave that up to you. Trust me, I have some big theories for Law. I want to see what you guys think. Zoro needs to cut King. Oh, yeah. The Gorosei is a result of Emu conducting human sacrifice ritual. They sacrificed humans that were reborn as the Gorosei as monsters, foreshadowed by Brook in the time skip, and Emu willed them to exist. Some pretty dark stuff, man. I don't know about all that, but like, there's definitely some, like, I would not be surprised if there was some kind of ritual involved. The thumbnail got me clicking alone. Y'all mess with the thumbnail, bro? I like this thumbnail. I'm a huge Robin fan, and I think I'm gonna keep the same thumbnail for the entire series. Solving One Piece mysteries. We'll do episode 2, and that will be the same. You know, I like to have an organized thumbnail. Like if you look at OPU, we have a similar style every time now. And so I just like to, I like it where like you can see it and that's, you know what it is. And you can't go wrong with Robin, right? Bro, Robin, like, bro, they need to bring back the cowboy hat. Like, she really needs to have that hat, bro. Like, that was the coldest design. Like, Robin's dripping a pre-time skip was otherworldly. Like that, bro. That hat is just, and like she had the white. What was that? Like alabaster ramen. Give me a sec, bro. Like this fit is too clean. You got the white. You got the purple. The cowboy hat with the little gold pieces on, like the little gold, little hints of gold. She just looks different, bro. Like she looks like a true archaeologist, but like the flyest one that you could possibly find in One Piece. And I just love it, bro. I really would, because in the post time skip, a lot of her designs are a lot more simple. Like Zoe, Robin, like, bro. As much as people love it because she's got the booty shorts on and everything, like, it's just not for me because I feel like it's just too simple. Send it with Dressrosa. Dressrosa Robin was like, they're not bad designs. They're not bad. It's just actually Dressrosa Robin is pretty. It looks cool. The dress, you got, it looks fine, but it's just like bro, like that Alabaster Robin was just, oh man, like they gotta bring back the cowboy hat, bro. I'm telling you. I also think Burka is Asgard. NL Thor figure destroyed it. Ragnarok cycle. Rose rushed forward. Maybe the Loki figure hidden. His pillar in giant form looks like a handle to Hamel Mjolnir. I really do think Rose will be an Elbeth for sure. I do think he is, bro, because he's the final supernova that Oda's waiting for. He seems powerful. Like he's always portrayed and perceived to be like the most powerful of his class. Even in Whole Cake Island, like we didn't really see much of him, but they even said like Rose was the only one who even had like a semblance of a chance against Big Mom's fleet. And that's in the same company with like Kid, Apu, right? And so the fact that they mentioned a Rose specifically, I feel like, and like if you look back at the time skip, right, like he was the strongest clearly at that time. He was soloing a pacifista in Sabaody, so I feel like Rose has always been like really above the rest. Is he still above Nika now? Like that's kind of crazy, right? Like is he above Gear 5 Nika? I don't think so. That's a little bit. That's like you have to have incredible Kongrazaki. His devil fruit would have to be one of the most insane fruits. I don't know if I'll go that far, but like some people agree, and some people just completely roast me for saying that Oroge is stronger than Zoro Long Kid, and I think he still is. But and so like that's why I'm so excited to see, because I feel like with Oda, like I think he ended up loving the supernova, right? And Law, Bonnie, like we've seen like full stories with them. I don't know. I don't even think we need that with the Oroge. I think there's definitely some depth there, right? Like he just seems insane. Like he's called the Mad Monk, and I feel like when you save the best for last, that's what Oda likes to do, and I feel like he's definitely doing it with the Oroge. Maybe I'm insane. Maybe I'm just an Oroge stand, but like I feel like Oda has a plan for him, and Elbeth is the perfect place for Oroge. Could previous user of a specific fruit shape, what type of people they look at for after? It's possible. It's definitely possible. Chris Gonzo here. Shout out to Chris Gonzo in the chat. If you haven't checked my last video, he inspired the entire video. He left a comment in one of my old videos or one of my previous videos, and like that comment inspired my entire Esteban Child of the Sun theory, connecting One Piece to it. I really appreciate that, man, because That I feel like that, in my honest opinion, that is my favorite video. That's my best work. That's my best video that I made so far. And this thanks to you. So listen, man. Shout out to Chris Gonzo in the chat. That dude is a legend in the Marshall D Preach community. Baldur then takes over position from Odin, dead as head god. I'd love to collaborate with you in the One Piece community, brother. Listen, bro. Hey, bro. If you got any other interesting things, like we could always work something out, bro. Just let me know. Send it to my Instagram, or you can email me. But yeah, bro. If you got another good idea, just let me know. You know, I'm always looking for ideas, always looking for information, always looking for theories as well. It doesn't even have to be a theory. It could just be some cool information that you find. If you find anything, let me know, bro. All right. Let's see. Will of Dreams. Preach, do you see my Dyson Sphere theory on OPU page? Yeah, I did see it. I haven't gotten to check it out yet. I've been pretty busy. I've been sick as well. I'll definitely check it out this week. I'll promise you that I'll check it out this week. I've just been a bit busy, man. But I'll try to check it out to the stream. Go get some food, go eat, and then I'll check it out while I'm eating. How many more transformations before Luffy overcomes Old Man drawback of Gear 5? That's a tough one because I feel like the whole point of Gear 5 is that it's like such an exertion of energy, right? Luffy is already a bundle of energy, but when you throw in Gear 5, it's like this dude is running crazy, bro. He's running like a Looney Tunes character fighting Kaido. And that takes a lot of energy. So I would say in the final war, like when he's fighting Emu, right, or Blackbeard, I feel like at that point he won't have to revert into his old man form, or like, cause like the old man form to me reminds me of I think it was Gear 3, where Luffy turned into a chibi form, right? But Luffy's always had, like, even Gear 4, like, when he was fighting Kaido, he still had that, like, this is my last punch, and if I don't, I'm going to pass out and have to wait for at least 10 minutes. Like, he always has these drawbacks with his devil fruit, so I'm not sure if that's just part of how the fruit is. It gives him so much energy, so much strength, and the drawback is, like, it's only temporary. It's only in a short period of time. Because otherwise, if Luffy doesn't have that drawback, he's busted, bro. Like, he really is. If Gear 5 doesn't have that limitation, he's stronger than Kaido. Like, I think Luffy currently, I don't think he's up there with Kaido and Shanks. But, like, if he doesn't have that drawback, he's up there, bro. Like, he's easy top 5 in the verse. He's up there with Kaido. He's up there with Shanks. Maybe, yeah, I'm thinking about it now. Maybe not stronger than Kaido, but, like, he's damn near. Oroge is half Buccaneer. Why does Oroge wear gloves? Suspicious. The tattoos on his arms look like flames. Is he the man marked by flames? Alright, so I did have a theory a while ago. And I said if Jaguar D Style is not the man marked by flames, my second choice is Oroge. Okay, so he has the tattoo of the flame tattoo, right? That's the first clue. But the other thing is like once again, he's been hidden for so long. No one knows about him. What is he doing? Like he has some like I feel like he knows more than what we even can imagine. And I feel like he's stronger than we can imagine. A Rose is a perfect candidate. If he's an Elbath, it's another hint. But yeah, I'm not too sure. But like, I really do think it's possible. I forgot. There was a reason why I stopped believing that theory. I think it was something to do with the ship. We know, I believe it was the ship. I could be wrong. There was a reason why I believe that theory couldn't check out anymore. But I'll have to go back and look at everything about the man marked by flames. I think it was because the ship, it was like a black ship, right? And like whirlpools and stuff. And like, I don't remember exactly everything about the man marked by flames, but have we seen, I don't think we've seen a Rose ship. Rose ship. Oh, yeah, we have. So yeah, we saw it, but like, it's not a black ship, right? It's really not. Um, Usopp already ate his devil fruits. If Usopp, all right, like let's go into it. If Usopp already ate his devil fruit, what could it be? Let me know in chat. Let's just say we give Usopp a devil fruit. What is it? What do you? Okay, if you want to give him a new one, fine. If Usopp gets one though, what is it? John Sherrod in the chat, big family. Oh wait, no, big preach. What's up, family? Listen, bro, we got a lot to talk about when we talk again. I saw the Cowboys game, huge dub, and man, the Cowboys just look incredible some weeks. We got to talk about football, basketball, all that, One Piece as well. Shout out to JJ in the chat, man. Mark know me. So if Usopp has the Mark know me, how does that look? So that's a cool idea. Like, so I'm thinking like, does he instantly target things more accurately? I feel like that defeats the purpose of observation hockey, right? It would be a cool power though. Like it would be so cool to see something like that. Maybe even not from Usopp, but like just a sniper in general in One Piece. It gives me like Cowboy Bebop vibes, or like some kind of like some anime that involves shooting and the devil fruit Vanderdecken has. Yeah. That's the same one, right? Mark no me. Wait, is that what it's called? Vanderdecken devil fruit name. The Mato no mi. What's the English name? Target fruit or Mark. A mushroom that tastes bad. He eats it as long as he eat it long ago. He said at Baratia. Oh wait, did he say? What do you know? What chapter that was? Usopp said he ate a mushroom that tastes bad. That's actually kind of cool. Like, so he ate a devil fruit, but he didn't even know what it was. But I feel like nah, like he would know. He would have seen it by now. Like we would have seen his fruit by now. You know what I'm saying? Like we would have. It's been 1,000 chapters. It's the lilac fruit. I mean, what could it be, bro? Like I don't know. I feel like we definitely would have seen it by now. All right, chat. I think I'm gonna end the stream. But first, I just want to say I appreciate everybody coming out. Once again, I apologize for yesterday. But hopefully we'll do more of these mystery streams, theory crafting and stuff. This was actually really fun. Like this was really fun. Um, I enjoyed it a lot. But I wanna, come with some more theories prepared for the future. And if I do shout you guys in the video, I got who is it? Meko Out 40, Zoo 264 on the Eve tree stuff. Like bro, like I'll definitely shout you out in the video. Um but I appreciate y'all, man. Make sure you like the stream, and I'll see you guys again soon.